And a good day, everyone. Jewel here with you for J7409 Weather. Today, Monday, the 3rd of June, 2019. We're looking at the latest run of the GFS map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. Lots to talk about. I'm going to turn it on, and it looks like, folks, that tropical moisture from the western Gulf of Mexico may begin impacting parts of South Texas tomorrow. Now, this moisture will spread north and eastward beyond a period of time, a short period of time, with heavy to excessive rainfall, and there is a great concern, especially across regions with current and ongoing moderate to major flooding. It's just going to be so bad, folks. I hate to tell you this, but the flooding and heavy rain is going to continue. Now, it's looking like we got an upper level low. It's parked over the southwest and will allow for another day of potentially severe weather and heavy rainfall across the southern and central high plains. Moisture streaming north ahead of the upper system will intersect a slow-moving warm front with flash flooding as a concern well across parts of the central and southern plains. The heavy rain and severe weather threat will shift with the front into the middle Mississippi Valley tomorrow, while continuing across parts of the southern high plains. Now, in these regions, there is a great concern for severe thunderstorms with flash flooding. Now, elsewhere, we've got these heavy rain-driven showers and thunderstorms. They're going to continue today across parts of the Central Great Basin and Central Southern Rockies. Well above normal temperatures, say plus 10 to plus 20 degrees, should persist across much of the northern plains with daytime highs in the mid-80s to low 90s. Now, the Great Lakes to the northeast should stay cool and dry today and tomorrow because you guys are under the influence of a surface high pressure. Before I get going on the severe weather for today, that could possibly be breaking now, and it looks like it probably will again, folks. I'd like to apologize for not answering anybody back yesterday in my comments. I got locked out of YouTube. YouTube was having problems yesterday. I couldn't even get into my YouTube channel. So that's what happened there. I'm glad it's all back up and running this morning. Some of the rest of you may have had some problems also. But as today is going, looking at this severe weather, you can see where it's looking slight and marginal all the way from New Mexico and Texas up into Nebraska and a small portion of southern South Dakota as it's spreading on across. So chance of severe thunderstorms popping up just like regular thunderstorms goes from California all the way across into Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. You can see we have one little portion down in Florida on the east coast and a little bit west of Lake Okeechobee, moving on up, and also this is moving across the coastlines of South and North Carolina. Everybody up in these areas, New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, Long Island, Pennsylvania, you're looking good today. That's great for you. Do have a chance of some thunderstorms popping up, though, in Vermont, New Hampshire, and in Maine. When we look at the convection outlook right quick, this is where most of the convection is probably going to take place, where severe thunderstorms would happen, would be in portions of Texas, a large portion of Oklahoma, Arkansas, right on up into Nebraska, South Dakota, and maybe southern North Dakota, and all the way across into New Mexico as you go southward. So, folks, please be careful. Watch your skies. If you see something looking not quite right, like the other night, I told you how the electricity went out, water spouts, then we got the electricity back. Then there was a tornado right across the river from me. Well, right before it happened, it was beginning to get a little dark, but you could still see out. The sky looked green. There's all kinds of things you can look for, so please be aware and stay safe. And when it comes to the severe thunderstorms beginning to hatch up, you can see this is from now until a little later on this morning. We have a 10% chance going on here from Louisiana, Texas, all the way up into New Mexico, the entire state of Oklahoma. I hate this. Arkansas, also over here in Missouri. It goes all the way up to South Dakota. And Tampa, Orlando, Melbourne, you have this 10% chance earlier in the day also, with the rest of them being off the coast. Now, as we move through the day, of course, you know, it's going to warm up. Still at 10% for everybody, though, but it's spread out more. We've got 10% chance for the coastlines of North and South Carolina, still 10% down in Florida, and we now have some up at 10% for, as the categorical was showing earlier, in Maine, Vermont, and New Hampshire. You can see out here, if you live in any of these states or any of these places, this is a 10% chance of severe thunderstorm activity. But it will increase as it goes on, and it always happens. Well, it doesn't always happen, but it seems to be it always increases after the sun goes down. Okay, we got 40% over here in California. Everywhere in blue, the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles, a large portion of New Mexico today. You really need to watch your skies, okay? This is 40% all the way up going into Montana. And we have a 40% chance down in Oklahoma City, Tulsa, going over in Arkansas, where all of this dreadful, awful flooding's going on. Still got that 40% chance increase going on for you guys. And that's a check of your weather and severe looking weather forecast for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and click that bell. I'd appreciate it so much, and we'd love to have you over here on J7409 Weather. We love to have new subscribers and talk with everybody. We love you all. So, with that all said and done, folks, have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. I will be doing an update on Tropical 91L, okay? I will have an update on that a little bit later this afternoon. In the meantime, be safe, my friends. Peace, love, and kindness to each of you. Thank you so much for watching.